We deployed from Fort Stewart, Georgia. We went from Fort Stewart, Georgia to Camp Virginia, Kuwait. We stayed there for a couple of weeks for training, then we flew down to Balad, Iraq. And from Balad, Iraq, we convoyed up to our base camp, which is in Camp Spiker in Tikrit, Iraq.
Honestly, the first deployment was the best. The one the majority of the soldiers are here for. It's like family. And I leaned on the other soldiers, just like, even though we were together, I leaned on them just as much as I would him back at home. And it was just like being with family, away from family.
For me, it was so exciting you didn't want to make mistakes. And I think that's what we made it great, not to make mistakes, because when you look people in their eyes and they tell you, bring my child back home, and you think about that the whole time, and you execute, and you motivate yourself, don't make no mistakes, and we great.
It's a whole different world. The way they live, the way they talk, the way they speak, that was totally different to us. And then, you know, you over here getting shot at, blowed up, IEDs. You go out and do what you got to do.
Anytime you go over there, you do a left seat, right seat. The unit you're replacing, you go on missions with them. They show you and tell you what they've done over the past year. And you can build upon it, you know, whatever you want to do. And, you know, they were like, yeah, we only got shot at a few times. And it was like, okay, cool. But they were in the first wave. We were in the second wave. By that time, the insurgency had started getting set up. So next thing you know, I believe it was Easter weekend actually in the States. And like next thing you know, it was, you know, IEDs, small arms fire, complex attacks, left and right every week after that. It was like, you didn't think if it happens, you're thinking, okay, when it happens, how are we gonna respond? And then eventually you just got used to it.
My worst memory, July the 1, 2004. That was my first IED with the platoon. And we had 6 injured in that one IED, 3 vehicles. First vehicle, number 1 vehicle, gun truck, burnt to a crisp. Just did have time to get the 2 soldiers out. I had to leave the weapons, the big gun, 50 cal, 2 M16 protective masses. They just burnt to a crisp. They had some type of chemical in there, IED, 1-inch ball bearings. And when they hit that truck, just caught a fire. So it was about 10, 15 seconds just to get them 2 out the truck. And that was nothing, all you do was let it burn, pull another vehicle up to block the rounds from the 50 cal or 2 M16s, because they were burning, they was popping off. They was cooking off. So that added to it. So I was thinking, okay, I got to get these 2 medevac. Gets a call on my radio. We got 2 more trucks down, 4 soldiers injured. Oh my God. But you got to deal with that. And I got a medevac there within, say, 25, 30 minutes.
Man, when they leave the gate, you don't know if they're gonna come back or not. You know, and I tell people that's the hardest thing I ever done was command this unit in theater, because, you know, I had to call people's house from Kuwait, you know, with a satellite phone. And they knew when I called them, I wasn't calling to say happy birthday. I got Colonel Plattenberg on the phone, Major Plattenberg on the phone from Iraq. And now I got to tell them, hey, your son just got, you know, injured in an IED. He's fine, blah, blah, but you know, oh man, that's, like I said, that's the hardest thing.
Let me say this about my young soldiers. I never had one come to me in them 12 months and say, Sergeant Peters, I'm scared to go out on the road. They just got up. You might have a mission 05 that morning. You might have a mission 02 in the morning. 03, you might have to go 80, 90, 100 some miles. Somewhere where you've never been before, you've never seen before. And when something happens, you just gotta deal with it. We know exactly if this truck get hit, this gonna do this, you gonna do that. And that's what we did.